Hi fourth graders, and welcome to day 2 of talking about decimals and fractions. So today we're going to be doing pages 539 and 540 together, and then on your own you're going to be working on page 542, and hopefully that interactive practice from the DL day yesterday was helpful and we're able to get some progress with these decimals this week. So we're going to get started with page 539. So a soccer camp has places for 100 students. So far, 60 of the places are filled. Write both a fraction and a decimal in hundredths and tenths to show part of the 100 places for students that are filled, okay? So we need a fraction and a decimal to show both hundredths and tenths to show what part of the students are filling up those positions, okay? So we have 100 students, 100 places. 60 are filled. So, fraction of places filled is equal to 60 over 100, right? So now we just have to find the equivalent with the denominator of 10, okay? So to do that, it's going to be kind of the opposite of what we've been doing, right? Now instead of multiplying, we're going to be dividing. So 100 divided by what gives me 10? Well, 100 divided by 10 gives me 10. So 60 divided by 10 is 6. So that means 60 over 100 is equal to 6/10, right? And you could check it the other way. 10 times 10 is 100, 6 times 10 is 60. So that means that we have 60 100ths or 6/10. So if we were to fill out our table, we have ones, decimal, tenths, hundredths, right? So we have nothing in the whole, right? We don't have a full group yet, but we have 60 out of 100. So we have 60 hundredths of the places filled. So these are our fractions, right? So we have both fractions for hundreds and tenths, and then we have the decimal form in hundredths and tenths as well. So 60 out of 100 as a decimal is 0.60. 6/10 as a decimal would just be 0.6, because we would just omit this 0, right? Because 6/10 would just be 0.6. 60 hundredths, we need the 60, so it would be 60, okay? So if you have any questions on this, boys and girls, please pause here. This does your state practice with the new place value and having tenths and hundreds, and just remembering that hundredths are smaller than tenths instead of the other way around, okay? So if you do not have any questions, let's just look at our models on 540, and then you'll be good to move on to page 542. So these models represent the part of the 100 soccer camp places that are filled. So each square is 1/100th of the whole. 60 small squares are shaded because 60 kiddos have signed up, right? So 60 of the whole is shaded, or we could say 60 over 100, right? 60 out of the 100 boxes are shaded in, so it's 60 100ths. And the same idea here, 6 are shaded here, and 0.6 of the whole is shaded, or 6/10. This place value is the tenths. This place value is the hundredths, okay? So the place value chart of the value of 0.60 is here. Now if we had the place value chart, I'm just going to use the same labels. So if we had just the tenths, it would be 0.6. We don't want to put the 0 here because that would mean it's 60 hundredths, and we just want 6/10, okay? So this is the value of 0.60. this is the value of 0.6 or 6/10, okay? I know it's tricky. Like I said, a lot of it is just understanding the vocabulary. So if you have any questions, please ask. If not, you're ready to move on to page 542, and just make sure you show me either on the meeting or on Seesaw when you are done, okay? Happy decimals.